enjoying the daily walk. The daily norm, unless I'm not. Having to do something else when it comes to this moving stuff. Idea this used to be a great big cow field, and then after the old guy that owned it passed away because he didn't have any family or anything that I know of, the county took it over, and then it became like a neighborhood campground and playground basically. And then in time, even though it changed hands like 3 or 4 times, it eventually became the golf course and $1 million home neighborhoods, or neighborhood I should say, not hoods but neighborhood. I watch these places get built. Yep. Pretty much what I do as often as possible to kind of trying to get my health a little better at least before moving, so that it makes it easier when it comes to the moving process. Because I'm going to be alone on that, and sure I'll have help to load stuff into a vehicle and whatnot, but I'll be there to unload on my own, so that's why I'm not, other than what shelves I've got that I'm going to bring, I'm not taking any furniture. I'm not going to have a bed. I'm not going to have a couch or anything like that. I'm just going to have like one dresser and like 1 or 2 end stands, but the dresser I think is going to have to get thrown out here soon. Because during the moving process, the thing got broke on the back of it. So I'm gonna have to, other than my cast iron for the kitchen and everything, I'm gonna have to replace everything. Furnishings, dishes, everything. Dishes weren't mine to begin with. That's why I wasn't taking them. And since they left them, I decided to give them to the neighbors. I let the neighbors go to the house and kind of go through and grab a few things out of the kitchen and all that stuff that they needed for their house at the cabin back behind my house. Yeah, I'm almost done with my walk. I've already by the time I'm done, it's going to be like a little over 3 mile walk, 3.5 mile, which is fine. I usually like to do bigger walks, but I don't like walking through neighborhoods and stuff like that, and this is, you know, we're in a rural suburb. This is the closest thing I got to basically a walking trail. I mean, it is a walking trail, but yeah. Because my truck doesn't work anymore, and my Fiat, I still got to get that into the shop to get the electrical done on the driver's side and the brake caliper. I mean, we're thankfully able to get it up here safely. I don't really have a vehicle to drive. I've been using my dad's truck here and there. Which is fine and dandy. I mean, once I can get my car fixed, I'll be happy with that. The more I think about it, when it comes to the move, I'll have everything in the little storage pod thing to be sent over. I don't actually have to drive a U-Haul or anything. I can just load all my four-legged pets into the back end of my little tiny Fiat. I can just drive the Fiat. I love my little car though. It's a cool little car. But and I've only been awake for maybe by this point like 3 hours. Just really exhausted and didn't really want to go anywhere, but it's like, no, I gotta just go do my walks. Sorry, I was walking by some folks. I was getting anxious. This is where I go in to walk the trail and then leave. Everybody else goes to the parking lot. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Just a quiet ramble. Just trying to keep myself in a better mood today. So, have a good evening, guys.